Have you ever encountered any unexpected obstacles or emergencies during like your events and trips?
No, I really have not been involved with any kind of emergency situation. There's been some close calls, but some scary situations you can get into. And that's one reason you should not go out by yourself. And it's one reason, for instance, when I go out to Colorado, I'm usually by myself. So trails like Black Bear Pass and things that it could present an emergency situation, I don't do them when I'm out with just me and my wife. Now, if I have another vehicle with me, there's no problem. And what Josh was talking about, if you get a new vehicle and you're new to it, you should really, one of the great things is to find a group kind of like ours, is a Facebook group of other off-roaders, and get started that way. Never go out by yourself the first time, especially. But if you don't do hard trails by yourself. So, but as far as me, I've had a few situations where my vehicle gets in a big incline or something, and you just have to rely on the vehicle itself and just trust yourself, and that's, you'll get through it. But
that's a good point too. Confidence goes a long way when you're out on the trails.
Exactly.
So what advice do you have for someone who is looking to buy a Ford Bronco? People go to a dealership, they see them on the floor, and they're like, this is great. They might not necessarily think they want to get into off-roading, but maybe down the road they do. So someone who is brand new, they've never owned a Bronco before, what advice and tips do you have for them?
Okay, my advice is that there's two different Broncos. There's a Bronco Sport out. And they do set some of those up for overlanding and stuff. But if you really want to do off-roading, I would suggest going with a regular Bronco. Now, they make different types of Broncos. You can go as high as you want, get as aggressive as you want. If you're looking for off-roading, if you look at the list they have like 6 or 7 types of Broncos, and the further you go up, obviously, the more off-road capable they are. I would stick with the upper half of those if you even plan on going off-roading. Now, you can get the less expensive models, but you'll have to put a lot of money in it to get it set up for off-roading. That's, for me, buying a newer vehicle, I like to go ahead and have it already set up so I don't have to add all the expense. That's why I went with the Badlands, is it's set up for any kind of off-roading. And I do take it rock crawling as well. So the Bronco can go either way, rock crawling or through the mud. And so that's kind of the reason I chose it was because I knew I was going to take it off-roading. So if you're looking for off-roading, my suggestion would be the Badlands.
Yeah, it's always nicer whenever you can just drive off the dealer lot and it's already set up for exactly what you want to do down the road. So yeah, and obviously, most people, they don't like as far as me, my vehicles, I can't stand leaving them stock. I always have to do stuff to them and make them more geared towards my personality and who I am as a person. So I know there are a lot of people out there that when they are thinking about going off-roading or overlanding or doing whatever, having it drive right off the lot and already be set up for that is good, but generally people are looking to always upgrade and add stuff and do different things as well. So it just makes things a little bit easier, and the time to actually do it is a little bit less whenever you can buy a vehicle that's set up already for it.
Exactly. That's my thing. Now I've added a lot of upgrades to mine, but if you didn't want to add any, you could take the Badlands straight off the dealership lot and do most of the stuff we're doing now and not have to upgrade.
Yeah. Take it right off the lot and void that warranty.
Exactly.
So, off-roading, overlanding, a lot of people get a lot out of it whenever they go out. And, how has off-roading or overlanding, how has it changed your perspective on travel and just being in the outdoors in general?
Yeah, for me, it's the experience of getting away, being able to go wherever I want to go. For instance, when we were out in Colorado, I mean, we could take trails and get to places that nobody else probably will never see in their whole life. And being out there, the wife and I both love getting out like that and doing that. And with our dogs, we take those and we just have a great time going out and just being in the nature, seeing the streams and the creeks and the wild animals. We were within 10 yards of a giant moose when we were out in Colorado. And,
Oh, wow.
most people probably will never experience that, but we were just cruising along one of those trails. And I used to hunt and I kind of knew areas where they might be. So I slowed down and I just told Debbie, this would be a good place to see a moose. Cause we always looking for moose or elk or whatever when we're out to get photos of them. And so I slowed down, and sure enough, my wife looked to the right and there was this giant moose. I've got some photos of it and I did a video, of course, of it, but so things like that is encounter. Just, I don't know, it lifts your spirits. I feel really good just to get away from work, get away from all the regular routines of the world and get out there. And that's where it takes me. It takes me away from everything. And I just feel good, just relaxed. And
people need that, from
exactly.
That weekend warrior, mindset of just getting away from the city and the hustle and bustle and everything. Right. And, whether it's by yourself or your spouse or even with a group of other people, I think it's very, very important that people take that time and do that for themselves, because it recharges you, it revitalizes you, it just turns you into a whole brand new person.
Yes.
And it's awesome that you're able to do that. And just now that you're set up for overlanding, you can just go and set up and be able to just enjoy the outdoors anytime you want. So
exactly,
that's awesome. So, again, anybody who wants to come hang out and meet Eric, he is an official E3 Off-Road Overland Ambassador. Hit that link on the screen, e3offroad.com/Eric. You can use E3 Team VIP, all lowercase, to get 25% off any membership, whether it's monthly, annual, any membership tier. And if you want to add on additional licenses for our other brands like camping, aviation, firearms, you can do so and still get 25% off. So come hang out. Eric is going to be going to a lot of events this year. He's going to Overland Expo, and he's, like he mentioned, every weekend or so he's out there with other Ford Bronco groups and off-roading groups. So if you want to hang out with him and meet with him and learn from him and check out his Bronco, you can easily do that by signing up and becoming a member of E3. And there's so much information in the platform as a member. There's about 200 different courses and lessons for you to be a really, really empowered and educated off-roader. So make sure you're doing that. We have magazines, we have discounts, we have all different types of articles and tools. And we're always, glad to have anybody who wants to come in and meet. And we're planning a lot of events this year in 2024. So this would be your chance to meet like-minded people who are Ford Bronco owners, Jeep owners, Tacoma owners, off-roaders, overlanders, whatever, and just have a really, really fun time out on the trails with people like Eric.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys and when I go to these events. You can come get into E3. You can see where all my events are, and then you can come and see me at those. I'm at a lot of them, and get in touch with me through the E3 platform. I love talking to you all. Like I said, anybody that got any questions or anything, just get with me.
Yeah. And, that's one of the cool thing about our ambassador team is that they're very open. They love communicating. They love talking with members and just being out there with everyone and really just having a lot of fun. So make sure you follow Eric on all of his social media and his YouTube. You can see on the screen. He is TrailHunterUSA. You can find him on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Are you on TikTok as well, Eric?
Yes, I have a TikTok account, but I don't manage it. I rarely put videos on it. So,
all right. So make sure you follow him on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yeah.
And thank you, Eric, for the time. And until next time, doing some additional video podcast with some of our other ambassadors. Coming up, we're going to be doing Jamie, who runs Girls Play Off-Road, and we're going to have a special guest from Ruck Rack. Eric, you know those guys at Ruck Rack, right?
Oh yeah, good guys, really good guys.
Yes. So we're going to have them up on an upcoming one, and we're going to have Sean, who is on the West Coast. He runs 5 to 9 Adventures. He's an overlander as well. He overlands in a full-size Chevy Silverado.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to have him on, and we're going to have Wendy from Newbie Women Wheelers. She's going to be on coming up as well, too. So we've got some real exciting guests and people. So make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you follow us on our social media. Make sure you sign up as a member. Use the link on the screen with the promo code, and you guys will be an incredible situation where you can learn and be educated and just really take advantage of everything that E3 has to offer. So until next time, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah.